Right, let's face the elephant in the room. This Decathlon Rock Rider 5.2. I keep on scanning Wallapop, which is a second-hand app here in Spain. Came across this a couple of weeks ago. Enrique had put it up for €25, and basically I found out when I eventually got around to getting it, he was going to send it off to the local recycling point in Madrid, but he just thought he'd give it a go and see if he could get any money for it. And so he got €25 for me. Anyway, I brought it home. It was in a very sad state. You can imagine 20 odd years of no washing, full of mud. It was horrible. But after a good clean with a bit of car wash and shoe brush, my usual tools for getting dirt off bikes, it's come up beautifully. I have made a couple of changes. Yes, that is the KMC chain that wouldn't fit on the other bike. It works great on this one. Obviously the chainstay must be shorter, much shorter. And the rear cassette I've actually swapped over. It's now on the other bike. And this is the one which would not work because it's a little bit past its date. But the combination of the second-hand chain and cassette, they work great. So, possibly for a total cost of €35, I have a very usable bike. It hasn't been modified. It's not really a build-up, but it just shows you sometimes things can turn up really economical if you like. Meanwhile, my beautiful Trek 820, I'm having to go around in circles a bit to get the cost down because I think I've reached the €145 limit. I haven't done things strictly by the book for it, and it looks beautiful, but it does make you think. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I bought myself another bicycle. I've swapped over a few parts, and after riding on this bike and discovering that this suspension unit really doesn't do much. It's really nice, it looks really good, but in practical terms it's not really there. And hey, you got to have a bike that works. So you know what I've gone and done, don't you? Yeah. I painted the stem that it came with. Almost the same colour. So that's going to go on. And while we're talking about original parts, the seat post, I've gone and done the same. So I'm going to put these on and take the bike out again. See how we do. Okay, done. Seat post is on. The stem is in place, and so we're ready to go. And just before I do take it out, I'm going to add something else. And here it is. It's my very own designed mini, I call it actually the Mini Me bike rack. Am I wondering what on earth is that useful for? Well, I'll tell you, if you have a small bag, items to put on the front, and you don't want them to get in the way of your cables and controls, this size is ideal. So, as they say, when you have a marriage, something old, something new, something borrowed. Well, this is going to be the item that's borrowed. And of course, anodized in my favourite colours. Let's take this bike out for a roll. Okay. Whew. Here we are. Another gorgeous day out here in Madrid. And an even more gorgeous bike, shall I say it myself. All finished, I reckon. Now with the original handlebar stem, slightly painted up in my preferred colours, but a lot more responsive. And the same for the seat post. Now back to its original, again with my colour scheme. I think it looks rather fabulous. So, it doesn't look like much has taken place if you imagine this back in the day, but as you might have appreciated with my work, quite a lot has gone into this bike. A lot of love and labour, a little bit of a tussle when it comes down to things like the brakes and the gears. But yeah, it's subtle, but it's been brought up to date with the braking system, the gearing system. Lovely new chain, which I have to say looks fabulous. My pedals, which I always use. So yeah, very happy. Old bike to new, although still looking like an old bike. Don't know, leave that to everyone watching. But I'm happy. Now I have to go through the numbers. That could be a slightly different story, but yeah, worth the effort. I think it looks great. See how we do.